So after the exciting wave 10, we are now just 2.5 minutes from wave 11. I am going to be attacked from the right over here and from the left up here. As for my defenses, they are not nearly ready, as I have destroyed what was remaining after wave 10 and are in the process of rebuilding them. Now the towers for the crossbowmen are almost done, so I will spend some time getting these crossbowmen up here. But then I will have to get some towers, proper towers for siege weaponry here. I also have more towers here, and I seem to be missing one crossbowman here and another tower over here, which I can't really place because of this storage yard full of iron, which I would like to move if that's somehow possible. Now up here, I am pretty sure that they are going to spawn here and go straight down. That means attacking this part. So I'm not going to use resources rebuilding defenses here anymore. I'm going to concentrate on the defenses here. As for this side, I already have enough towers and I just need to add more siege equipment and soldiers. And mentioning soldiers, my army is up here cleaning house. And I do still have this camp over here, the rebel camp, and lots of their units. So I need to reposition them to let them attack, which I'll do really quickly. And now that I've given them orders where to go, they will keep attacking, collecting resources and destroying this camp here. While for my horsemen, which should be here there, I'm going to actually send them to be my scouts and my eyes over here once the enemies really show up in about 2.5 minutes, and try to lead away some of their units when they attack. As for these outer stone mines, they're probably going to get attacked and destroyed, so I will simply destroy them myself to get some resources back and to prevent my people here from getting killed when that wave actually spawns. As for the defenses themselves, I will need to use the siege weapons that I have on these other flanks, which are currently not being attacked, and then send these over to where I am expecting the attack to come from. Also the trebuchets, and down here as well, even though I do have a raid currently that is coming over here, I do have soldiers up here on these walls, as you can see them, some crossbowmen here and some archers over here. So without really using any siege equipment, I think this raid will be destroyed. So I'm going to take down all of my siege weapons here, all of them off the walls, and now just picking them up, sending them over here, and then I will move them to special parts of the walls where I need them to go. Also, I'm going to trade away my catapults on the towers for the ballistae, because the ballistae are much better at destroying enemy siege weapons that come into their range than the catapults, who are finding it much easier to shoot over walls, because a catapult that's standing here can easily launch something above, while a ballistae shoots forward and cannot, it will just hit the walls. So that's why I need the ballistae on the towers and the catapults behind the walls. And when mentioning the walls and towers, so this will be completed, but these things are in the way. But since I said I wasn't going to add anything more here, I will not be destroying these homes, although I am rebuilding new homes here, which will give me more population, although I already have a lot of population, and I might want to use that to get me some more crossbowmen. So I will get a certain amount more from here and from here as well. Now the army I have repositioned, the towers I am going to start making, but I just need to wait for all of these towers to be finished and manned, and then I will be sending more of my builders to actually build the towers. I do have some builders out here, which I will need to move, of course, and the trebuchet should be coming into here. Now I do need one more crossbowman up on that tower. And I was thinking of whether or not I should put some crossbowmen on these walls. And I do have some extra crossbowmen here, which I should use for that, as they will help destroy the enemies faster, besides the fact that I already have some of them on the watchtowers. Now I will need to continuously check out the progress of my army, because there are a few enemies here and the army is massive, so they quickly go through these enemies. I do need to make sure that my gravediggers actually reach these dead folks here and then bury them. Now the issue might be that this gravedigger that I have over here no longer has a cemetery, and I'm not sure is he actually going to be able to use the cemetery that's over here while taking the corpses from there. So I'm going to try and put both into the same range, and if any of you watching knows whether or not it is necessary for the graveyard to be in the range of the gravedigger's house, you please tell me in the comments below, as I always urge all my viewers to give me their tips, thoughts and ideas down there in the comments, and I always use them in the next episodes. Just like one of you previously commented, and I rebuilt this entire wall thanks to their comments and suggestions, but I will now be having to take off some of these defenses here, especially the ones that I can actually move, because some of these are stuck behind all of these other towers and watchtowers, and I can't really get to them. So I'll be taking off the ones that I can and sending them off to the part of the map where I'm going to be attacked. So that will be up here to get myself some extra firepower. And I will also want to flank the enemies with the units that I don't end up sending on top of the walls. So the catapults I'm going to take over here. I do have some soldiers here which I can also use for that, and I do have some of these catapults here, and the trebuchet which I'm going to actually move over here, and then the catapults up here. Now the same thing that I'm going to do here is that I'm going to take the catapults out from this formation and send them over here, because I want them outside and helping me attack enemy siege weapons in the back once they actually arrive to the map. And I will use my army here, which I will probably need to reposition soon. Also in that manner I will stash them over here and then wait for the enemies to come from here and from on top of here, and then attack their siege weapons from behind once they engage my walls here. Now I was sending over these guys to help out with the cleanup of those dead bodies, and I should now have 3 of them, 3 grave diggers set up for doing that, and I might even have a 4th one over here which I can employ in that. So they have both the cemetery, the graveyard, and the corpses in the range, and hopefully they will do something before the enemy arrives in about 2.5 minutes. Now I do have a lot of stone, and some of these towers have yet to be finished, so I'm going to have to be patient and wait for my crossbowmen to get on top of the soon to be completed towers, and then build some of the additional big towers for my siege equipment over here. Where are you guys going? The 4 of you. Yes, I have told you to go there, and I should probably, yeah, this army up here needs to be moved over here, and this part here. Now the raid that's over here is getting hammered by my crossbowmen, so there's no worry about them dealing any damage. As for the defenses here, I do have some more crossbowmen on the walls, so I'm not worried. And over here I will have some units out here. Even if they attack, I'll just go back and defend. Now I need to just make sure to micro this part here, and to make sure that everything is built I need some more of these. Well, that one there, and I think all of the additional ones are built. I could actually put one more here, and that's going to be about it. As for those crossbowmen, they are heading out there, and I will put them on the walls, attacking the walls that's down here, but that's unimportant. These are just walls that I set up to kind of be there to die in the event I get attacked. Now I think I have a spot or more where I could actually put some more of these stone mines while this part of the map is not being attacked, and use the opportunity to get some more stone, and that's about it I think. And also I need to increase the thickness of this wall here in this canyon, which is protecting one of my flanks from being overrun if they attack from both here and here. These homes are now finished, and I am still building my crossbowmen, and I haven't really added some more trebuchets, which is another thing that I should invest in. So I think I can make at least 3 trebuchets by the time the enemies arrive. I will actually send them, well, onto this side, because I think I have enough trebuchets up here. The flanking force is going to be comprised of this army here, which is cleaning up house nicely, and I just need to move them a little bit more forward as they progress. There we go. And once they clean that up, they still have about 2 minutes. I'll be able to put them here, as I said, attack the enemies from the flank. Yeah, this is done now. So they're gunners. And what was I going for? Yes, I need to check my notifications. So this fisher is out. I can't really get any more fish out of it. Can I get any more fish out of this? Yeah, see, I have 2 of these, which I cannot really use, and I also have the stone mine here, which I am also unable to use because of its position here, and no matter how I rotate it, there is just no spot for it to stand and collect the stone, which is really unfortunate considering how much stone I need. Now, one more thing that I should do is use the builders to make sure that they are in range of my new defenses over here, and I should probably also let auto repair do its thing. And this one is already helping, so that's good. All my builders are efficiently set up so that they will help this area. This one, of course, I will have to deconstruct. Now let me take a look at these watchtowers. So most of them are built. I just need to send some crossbowmen on top. And now I can start adding more towers. I'll just have to wait for this one here actually to be completed, and I'll need one more crossbowman there. Once it's finished, let's put him up there right now. Okay, now the towers. So I'll start. It is a different configuration than it is over here because my watchtowers are behind the first line of towers for siege equipment, the ballistae, while over here I have them at the first line, and I just simply wanted to test out how is this going to help me, or is it going to be beneficial, or is it going to be something of a bad call. Now, as I said, I'll be adding these towers, and I will make sure to go from the edge. Let's see, the builder is out of there, and yeah, the soldier is not yet there, so I'm going to give it some time. So if this one goes here, that means, well, actually, if I put it here, the next one goes here. And then the next one will go, well, here, 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 and here. Yeah, so that's going nicely. And then this one goes exactly here. Okay, so that's a nice line of these level 1 towers, and then I will put the bigger ones, the massive ones, behind them, and the trebuchets on top of those. And the soldiers are now finally here, so I can actually send them over to the walls, just all of them, and send them on top of this one, and they should rearrange themselves to fill all of them. Now I should take a look at my armies. They're probably cleaned house, yes they have, and let's just move them then to go over here and attack what's left of the enemies. As for these catapults, they are almost in position. I will leave them there. The horsemen are here, one is here, and the other one is here. They will be there to try and get the enemies to go to the side. I am going to keep my units here. These guys are here, so that's good. I should probably use these ballistae as well in that formation up there. So 4 ballistae will be helpful to destroy the enemy siege equipment as well. These guys here, and where are my new crossbowmen? Here somewhere? Yeah, they are being built. And down here, I think I had more of them. Yeah, sent over here. So they're there. And the ballistae, yep, all the ballistae are on the towers. And I just need to make sure that the positioning of my trebuchets is beneficial to my defense as well. So we'll do that really quickly. And make sure to use what's left of the ballistae for the other assault team that's going to be located here. So the trebuchet over here. These guys here, and I will continue to do this for a few more minutes, and then I'll just switch you over when I'm done. Okay, so I've set up all the siege equipment to where I think they will be most useful during the attack on the enemy's siege equipment. The army up here is on the move. I will clean house for the rest of this part here, and then we are going to be set to defend against the enemy attacks. Okay, I pull them back a little bit just so that they don't get destroyed, and then I'll move forward as I keep cleaning this forest and this camp as well. Let me just make sure, have they filled up the walls with these crossbowmen? Yes, they have. There are actually a few more slots, so I can use the ones that are coming in here as well. And yeah, the gatehouse also needs a bunch of crossbowmen, so yeah, let's send these 6 up here and just take one of the new ones to that watchtower. There we go. Now this line of towers, once it's completed from all the builders that are going to come here, then I will add in, actually I could have added in one more tower here, and then I'll put in the big ones. Now how's this going on? Yeah, that's good. You can continue on to forward, and you guys can continue on to forward as well. I should not be attacked here. No, I'm not. That's good. The trebuchet, what's... Oh, the trebuchet is blocking the ballistae. Okay, seriously, move. Let the ballistae move. Come on, move, move. This can be a problem sometimes. The trebuchet, because of their huge size, will block other siege equipment from moving, and it can be really annoying at times. Let me just check over here. So I have plenty of ballistae. I have around 7 for these towers, and the trebuchets are in here as well. Yeah, and they seem to be blocking each other again. It's a traffic jam of siege equipment. I never thought I would say that, but there it is. I need to give them some help in moving. Okay, and you're set up here, you set up shop here, here, and here. Let me just see, 26 seconds remaining. Okay, I'm good, and this is almost totally cleaned up, so just move the whole armies here and they will take care of the rest. So let's see about... Nope, nothing here to do. These guys, cartridge building. Well, okay, I can't really solve that right now. And the trebuchet, oh, I can make some more while I'm being attacked, so I will send them up here. Well, it's actually closer to send them over here once they're finished. They're all set up in here. And what else? Well, I have 110 stone, so I should get those big towers started. I guess since this one is almost finished, I can get 1, to be built here, although I should really go from the top just to make sure where each one goes. So if one goes here, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this. So one big tower here, and I can already put one here because this was completed. Oh, now I see this builder is stuck in here. Well, tough luck, mate. I cannot really help you there. I should get the ballistae now on top of these newly finished towers level 1, and then set them up if they're not already to attack the strongest enemy, but they are. Okay, are you guys finishing this? Yep, seems to me they are. There's very few enemies left. I think the stone mine is out, so this one is finished. We should be finished with this, move the soldiers here, and then separate them into 2 armies, which are going to attack to 2 different sides. The trebuchet's final positioning should be done right about now. Soldiers to the gates. The traffic jam of these guys is now finished. Okay, and more ballistae should be going to these towers that are going to be soon completed. And I should actually have more ballistae here. Yeah, I seem to have 4, but don't really see them. They must be stuck in between these units. How are we here? We are pretty much done here. Okay, take them out. And then go over here. Well, I'll have to go like this, half and then another half here in order to fit all of them in there. And there they are. They're coming in. Now let's see what can we do about them with the horsemen. And let's take this one over here. I'm going to have to pause a lot just to make sure that I'm actually using these guys correctly and they do get killed. Okay, so draw them away over there. And you try and draw them away over there. Okay, just don't get killed. Let's see. Okay, but I think you're too far. Yeah, the horsemen are kind of too fast for these guys. They can't keep following them. And they go back to their main unit, as you can see. Yeah, that's a problem. So this I now need to destroy before the enemy destroys them. And this builder over here as well. As for over here, oh, I seem to have a raid. A raid and another raid coming in from here. So it's fortunate that I actually have some units here to attack them from behind, considering that that's going to be attacked. Oh, this is done. No more. Okay, and do I have any more units being made? Nope. Well, let's add some more here. And the trebuchets also. And some more units here. Now, the horsemen are pretty much going to just keep outrunning these units and not really drawing them, and they're getting shot at by the ballistae, so that's not really good. Yeah, you can see they keep getting shot and they don't really draw off these enemies, so these enemies are no longer accepting to be drawn away like that, which is really unfortunate. Now, this army should be able to deal with these enemies as they attack here. I kinda did not expect them to attack me from this side, but what's done is done. Now, oh, I do have some more crossbowmen here. Let's see how many can I send. One here to this wall. And one more over there. And a few more over here. I think like one probably or 2 here. That should do it. The big towers have not yet been finished. And I should add some more since... Oh, the trebuchets are not up there yet. They should get there. There we go. And then add some more of these big towers. One more here and one more over here. Now I'm going to take the horsemen back to my walls because they're not really managing to draw off enemies and they're just big targets for the enemy siege equipment. So I'm going to take them over here, back in. Now just check what's going on here. Yeah, my units are attacking them as they are attacking my stone producers. So I need to take them out. Once I deal with these raiders here, I'll deal with these. And it's really unfortunate that I have to deal with raiders at the same time as I'm dealing with the whole armies, but it is what it is. So all of my units are here except the horsemen, which I don't want. I need to take about half and send them over here like so. And then I will wait once they're off to take the rest of them down here and attack the enemy siege equipment from behind. So far all my trebuchets seem to be shooting. The catapults might have some trouble getting some shots off, but I think they will start doing that once the enemies are kind of closer. As for the extra ballistae that I have here, 2 of them, or maybe more. Yeah, 2 of them. I will actually send them over here as they're not really useful out there. And these enemies are all dead, so it's time to take these soldiers and attack these guys from behind here. And these guys are already in my range, so they're getting shot at as well. There we go. That part of the army is up there already, but I have taken too much siege equipment. So I'm going to bring back some of them and then take the rest over here. So this will be Army 2, which I'm going to send over here already. And the rest is going to be Army 1, which I'm going to send over here. Let's pause again. I'm sorry, I just simply had to pause continuously to make sure that I get the enemies. These units will actually deal with these guys as they're trying to break down the walls. Now, the issue with this army is that their siege equipment is nestled inside of their army here, and that is making it hard to actually attack them, but they are slower, so the soldiers, the foot soldiers, should overtake them, attacking the walls, and then I can attack them from the flank while not being attacked from their foot soldiers as well. So I'm going to actually go a bit closer with this army here, and with the second army I will actually have to stop here as there's still a lot of infantry coming in here. This trebuchet does not seem to be doing anything at the moment from here, so let's say we tell him to go here, maybe he'll get in range, or maybe just tell him to shoot here, as they will definitely be coming here. I do need to make sure that all of these units have the actual attack the strongest enemy set, so I will go through the towers now. And also the siege equipment that's on the ground, they need to be given the order to attack the strongest enemy as well. So over here we seem to like gonna be okay, because my units are attacking them from behind and they're not really reacting, so it's gonna be okay. As for this side here, they are getting hammered by the trebuchet, and yeah, a lot of them are dying before they even reach the walls. Now some of the catapults are already past my line here, but a lot of them are over here, so that's the ones that I'm going to attack as soon as my own catapults and ballistae are in range, and I will actually tell them to go a little bit forward, considering they are slow. And yeah, here we go. Their own siege equipment is here, but I will still wait to attack them here, and just to make sure I'll set attack the strongest enemies on my units as well. Now I do have finally some of these towers completed, so I should get some of these trebuchets onto them. I do need to move these catapults, and I am going to have to destroy, well, this and this in order to be able to set up more of these big towers here. Do that, and just make sure that this catapult isn't stuck in there. I will move it over there. Let's pause again. Let's see what's going on here. So they have started to attack me a little bit, but that's nothing pretty much, because the soldiers here are dealing with them. And now I'll shoot at their formation. As for their siege equipment, yeah, they're getting closer, so I should probably start targeting their siege equipment with my own armies. And yeah, they're getting... yeah, there we go. The first of these has actually noticed me, so I'll have to start attacking them. I'm just going to pull my own units a little bit back so they don't get hit so much by the enemy catapults, as you probably are going to see right now happening here. Okay, move. This is the problem when they... I would really love if I could have a formation that's loose. You have that in Total War, and it's really good when you're dealing with siege equipment, because the loose formation makes sure that they don't all get hit like they're getting hit now. And that's really annoying, because they lose a lot of resources when all of them die like that. And let's see how we are faring over here. Keep attacking the... Okay, I'll just manually move a little bit of these units to each side, and then hopefully that way they won't be hit as much. And I'll take the siege equipment and tell it to attack the enemies that are a bit behind. And the soldiers will hit the first line, and the siege equipment will hit the second line. So let's order them manually like this a little bit. And do the same thing for these soldiers. Yeah, you see how much they are close together, meaning one of those enemy boulders and they all get hit. Ah, horrible. See that? I lose too many of them like that. I mean, they don't die from one, but they still get hit a lot. Okay, move a little bit forward. You guys up here and you guys over here. And you need to keep attacking. I hate it that I have to micro them so much, but there's no other way really. Okay, this is completely finished, and yeah, I can send them over here, but I think they'll be late to the party. So how is this going? So far so good. This guy could be targeting. I think this piece of walls here is going to actually fall down, so it's going to be a problem. So just make sure that these trebuchets have overlapping fields of fire, one from the bottom shooting up, the one from the top shooting down, and the catapults as well at these points here where the mass of enemies seems to be concentrated, and that should help with that. Now going over here, there seems to be lots of siege equipment in this forest, which my units here should be attacking. I'll just move them in like these from here, these guys from here, these guys here, and I will actually move these guys all the way inside of their range so that the enemy will have even harder time shooting at me. As for my own siege weapons, I'll get some of them from here and pick their targets. That should do the trick. And then on the other flank, I am almost going to finish up with these, and I should already send my catapults and ballistate to attack these, as the infantry itself will easily get done with these, and I will push them here forward as well to like try and get into the medium firing arc of these guys, and they'll be less precise once I do get there. So that will help with that. This we have dealt with. This we have set up. It's kinda annoying when I have to do multiple fronts fighting while paused, because then I can just unpause for like half a second, check out the progress, and then pause again and go back to all the places. So here the walls are getting thin, but these guys should be shot now here to pieces. And over here, yeah, some of the siege equipment is already finished, and I need to move forward with the rest of the units. So I will move them like so, and let's just check. Okay, and you guys finishing there, and then moving over there, and you guys finishing moving over there, and you guys finishing moving over there. As for over here, yeah, only the ballista, and now it's done as well. And there are some catapults that are still moving here, so we'll attack those as well and move the rest of the units all the way to here so that they will attack the enemies at their backs. Although my own catapults, oh, and I have some towers finished for my trebuchets, so these should fill that up. Should be targeting these if they are all set to target the enemy's toughest units, and they are. So yeah, you can see a lot of damage being dealt here by landing rocks, and you'll probably see now more of those. So that's good. These guys are down, and then I'll just take my whole army here and push it forward like this, and they should deal a lot of damage there. As for these guys here, they seem to have found more enemies here in this forest, although there are a lot of these that are already here. So I'm going to actually have to split these forces like so and send these guys over there as soon as possible, and then leave the rest to keep attacking here into these siege equipment that I find in this forest. And you can see that a number of them have not attacked me instantly, but only now, and I'm cleaning them up now. So when it comes to these guys, I think they're already turning to face me. Yeah, they are. So I need to attack them as well, and I will pick my targets little by little, few by few, so that all of my units attack something and not all of them at the same unit, because then they'll do maximum damage to just one. So basically this is all cleared up, all enemy siege weapons down, and I haven't lost a single piece of the wall as far as I can see. I don't remember did I build this piece here and maybe lost just that piece. Now this army should just help and destroy the enemy infantry units. Over here this army is no longer necessary to be out, so I will actually take all of them inside. Just make sure that the trebuchet goes back to its place, as well as these ballista here, they should go back to their towers. And this army here, I need to follow their path, what they are doing. Okay, they're attacking a trebuchet. Actually that was a ballista, and now from behind the rest. Now here I seem to be taking a lot of damage, or I just took very few range units. I'm not sure which one of those is true, but yeah, definitely taking a lot of damage. So I want my units to actually move in small formations again, so that they avoid too much fire from the enemy catapults and ballistae. And I will order up my own siege weapons to take out theirs, a little few by few. So who else is whole here? This ballistae and this one. And then these guys will come from behind and attack what has remained. Yeah, so far I'm managing to avoid more fire, but then again there's the enemy units there as well. That's a problem that I have to face as well. But so far looks to me like we are okay. We did get a break in here, but they are still throwing themselves against the walls and towers, and the catapults should be able to deal with them even at point blank range, considering they fire from 5 to 14. It's the enemies that actually have the shorter range, 2 to 10, so their minimum range is 2, while for my own catapults it's 5. So I am at a disadvantage when you look at it that way. And I should get these trebuchets to actually target this area here with these enemies. So these were annihilated by my own siege weapons, and the rest of them here at the back I'm now dealing with. I just need to move these units back as they seem to be getting hammered. And I'll take this army to destroy the rest of their siege equipment from the flank. And I have probably lost at least 30 units or so, but that's still quite worth it considering how much walls I have saved up and prevented them from going in because their siege weapons weren't able to destroy my own towers and walls. And that pretty much ends it, I think. That was the last of them. I should pick a new spot for my armies to clear. Since I have cleared this area here, I might as well want to clear this one on the left. Although it's going to be a long way for my units, but that is the best spot to send them to. So I'll take all of them here and send them up here, and I will take whatever I have here, there as well, and whatever I have here and send them over there as well. Now the corpse cleanup is also going to take a while to do, and this one, same target here. Okay, the walls here will need repairs. Hopefully I will have stone for them. I should probably trade for some more stone with my wood, considering how much wood I have. It is 300 to just 100 stone, but it's better than nothing. And I do need some things rebuilt, which would be these mines. One was already used up, so I will get new ones. And I think that's about it over here. This one wasn't touched. That's it. And I will redistribute the siege equipment back to their spots, their usual spots, and just continue rebuilding the defenses here. Oh, 2 more towers done. Excellent. And 2 more trebuchets can go up. So now I have 1 line of crossbowmen on the walls, 1 line of watchtowers, 1 line of towers level 1 with the ballistae, and then the second line with huge towers with trebuchets. The next wave is at day 42. Today is day 44, closing down for the night almost. And that's about it. I have plenty of resources, some more gold, I can get more trebuchet. I should probably rebuild my crossbowmen as I have lost quite a few, so I will do that. And that's it for this episode. I'm gonna go into the photo mode, and I want to thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more episodes.